are doing a little super trucking this evening. We got a tire fixed. Got it fixed. They got it fixed late this afternoon. Called me and said it was done. So, and I was still up at Rockville working when they called. So, by the time I got home, hooked up the trailer, hung out the dogs for just a little bit. I'm on the road now. So, we're going down here to get this skidder and get it up to this job site where we can drag logs. Text message. Awesome. Whoops, I don't know what I pushed there. I pushed something. Anyway, yeah, the last couple days, I really haven't posted much. I started to make a video one day, and I'm bad about that. Some days I'll start to make a video, and I get sidetracked because my mind's going a million miles an hour all the time, and that's just the way I work. I've always got like literally 1 million things on my mind. Touch on logger threads. I got my new design. We've been working on it for a while, and we're calling the design Log It or Lose It. Well, that's what the shirt's saying. We really don't have an official name for the design, but I will probably post some pictures up on our Instagram feed, probably tomorrow, maybe Saturday, of the actual design itself. I'm pretty happy with it, given the circumstances of the wildfires the last few years. The image to me really, it speaks for, I think it speaks for what needs to be done, what the right thing to do with a lot of the forest is. It's log it or lose it. Really, there's going to be fires. That stuff's going to burn up. At the same time, the government and everybody does so much to try to protect these timberlands. And I'm not saying we're going to go in and clear cut it by any means. No, there's got to be responsible harvesting. But there's a lot of families out west, that are supported by timber dollars. And why not let them log it? Why not let them go in and log it, and those fires wouldn't burn out of control like they would? Just the way I look at it. And that's not just out west, that's everywhere. That's even here in Missouri where I'm at. The government regulates so much of these, the national forests, like here in Missouri, like the Mark Twain, and they do a lot of harvest on the Mark Twain, I'll give them that. But even like where I'm at, Stockton Lake, the Corps of Engineers owns all that land around the lake. There's so much good timber it's just dying and going to waste. It's a shame. It's pitiful. It's wasteful. It is so wasteful. I mean, there's people like, of course, me, that would love to cut it. But there's a lot of great families, a lot of great loggers here in southwest Missouri that would love to have the chance to cut that timber, because that's what supports us. We're supported by timber dollars. And I hate to see that stuff, the government lock it down. And hopefully the current administration will do something to kind of change that, or kind of make some changes towards that. It's kind of what we hope anyway, A lot of talk, here, I'm in farm country, it's been tariffs here lately. Well, man, the tariffs could hurt us too, and honestly, I think it'll hurt for a little bit, but I think it's the right thing to do, and it's going to hurt us. It will. I mean, on the logging and things, it will, but if it's going to hurt for a little bit, and if it's better for the country, then let it hurt me. Let it hurt me if it's better for the country. If it's better for the United States as a whole, we'll take the hit. We all got to take a little bit to make it better for everybody. Anyway, enough of that political nonsense. Yeah, guys, thanks a lot. Enjoy today's video. It's not much. Just doing some stuff on the skid steer. You'll see that on there. One more thing. Of course, we push logger threads pretty hard. And I do a lot of advertising on Facebook and Instagram. And we've got some jokers on there, and it's funny because all I can do is laugh a little bit, but after a while I start to get angered. Sometimes my temper does flare. It does. Like the pictures you see, like if it's not me in the pictures, it's friends of mine. Generally friends of mine. Now, some of the pictures sent in are for people wearing the threads or clothes. But like my friend Jared, the tattooed up guy, he models for us. The girls that model for us, I know them. Of course I know them. Giggity. But yeah, like when people are saying like, oh, you guys are just a bunch of words I'm not going to say on my YouTube channel that don't know how to cut trees. Man, it gets old. It's like, yeah, for one, like we're modeling a shirt, so it's like we're not trying to look like we're out there sawing timber down. We're not. We're trying to show off a product like what I'm wearing here. I'm wearing the fuel, sawdust and diesel fuel. That's what I'm wearing today. And there's some of my stuff I wear quite a bit. Usually I'm in one of my Turner logging shirts when I go to work there today, but today I wore the fuel. Man, that's what we try to focus on. It's high quality American made apparel, made right here in the United States, made out of San Diego, California, made by veterans. veterans of the United States Navy. That's what we focus on. And it's logger-owned, logger-operated, the company is. And it's just, it's not like we're trying to sell like something we're not. It's the way it is. And I get frustrated after a while. Sometimes I want to just blow up and like choose somebody from top to bottom. If they want to rip on me, that's one thing. But then they get to ripping on pictures of my buddies, my friends in them. That's when I start to get angered right there. That's when I start to get angered because I'm an idiot. You can rip on me. I don't care. I've got nothing to prove. I'm out here doing it every day. I could care less. None. But anyway, guys, enjoy the video. We'll see you tomorrow. It should be a busy day tomorrow. Should be a busy weekend. Now I'm in the skid steer, as you can see. We're going to cut some trees here around the deck area today to let some sunlight in to kind of help keep things dry. It just amazes me. We're dry as a bone back home. We can't get a rain, but up here, if there's a cloud in the sky, it rains. And you can kind of see there's some water puddles on the deck here. And the road, when I first got here to the job site, I was like, man, it's going to be slick, greasy. It's going to be a mess getting back in here today. But it really wasn't bad at all. I even asked Dad when he got back here. I said, I think they can haul out. What do you think, Dad? And he thought the same thing. So we've told the trucks to come on. That way they can start getting the logs we sold Tuesday. And I kind of pile them up there out of the way to kind of move things. But hopefully they can start hauling them out and make room. Because right now we don't have any room to put our grade logs really. Which that's a problem because we're short on deck space. So, and I mean, yeah, I could take the skid steer and I can handle those logs, but the less I handle them, the more money I make and the better off I am. But there's times, like, if we have to, I'll move them, but I'd rather really not. Of course, we got the 2 stacks of pallet wood there. I'd like to see them get gone and get moved, and we're going to add to them today. Of course, we're waiting on the skidder to get a skidder up here. I've got a flat on that one skidder, and I've called. I was hoping to hear back yesterday evening about them having the tire fixed on it. Never did hear anything, which is aggravating, which I know people are busy, but time is money, and flat tires are aggravating. And I should have had that thing fixed by now, and that's my fault, and I'm to blame for it because I procrastinate. So Dad's already cut into a lot of this tree today, and when you get to working around the deck area, I understand, completely about wanting to open up the canopy and let the sunlight in to help things dry, but at the same time, I hate making a mess out of my deck area. I like to keep my deck pretty neat, pretty clean, pretty organized the best I can. I just don't like there to be a lot of clutter like treetops. But hopefully this tree's big enough it's going to fall right across the deck there. And we'll keep the top kind of out in the brush over here. Just kind of wait for him to bring this thing down here. And I've got some appointments this afternoon. I've actually got a equipment rep coming down this morning to talk about some things. Then I've got to meet with some guys there in Rockville this afternoon about 3 o'clock. Yeah, that's about the extent of it today. I'd love to be dragging wood and getting some logs on the deck. When I'm not moving logs, I start to get kind of nervous and antsy. I honestly almost get into a state of depression when I'm not working, when things aren't moving. I just hate it. Like I feel better when I can see wood coming to the deck and progress and things getting done. I feel a lot better about things. Must not be holding that old tree. Dad's kind of getting in the runaway position there. Oh, yep. Wasn't much holding. Nah, it didn't really fall across the deck like I figured it would. Oh well. I don't even know where we're going to put this thing. So let's go get a bucked up and worked up and try to manage this mess. This skid steer's been a lifesaver more than once. And even though we don't have a log skidder up here and running, what we were able to do is cut some of these bigger water oak, and we actually got a pretty good walnut out this morning. It was blown down. I didn't even see it. Dad's spotted it, and it's been the best walnut the whole place. It's got a real good main log there. But yeah, it's for a job that's not had much walnut. What walnut's been up here really, it ain't cut bad, but you know, most of them at least a foot or so we've had to butt off. You know, we've probably got out 3,000 feet of water oak this morning, put in the pallet pile. Just like that log there, that's a big log. But what we're doing, we're just cutting them to length. They're here close, and just packing them right out. And, you know, it's not the type of logging that I prefer to do. It's really not. I mean, I prefer to log with a skidder and drag them out tree length. But you know what? We're still getting wood out. We're still making money, and that's the main thing right there. Sometimes you gotta adapt. You gotta kind of compromise, think out of the box, and that's exactly what we're doing here. Now, I don't like taking the skid steer and beating it up, but most of the stuff's pretty open. We can kind of snake in here. Hurtling over that log there. We're making a lot of 12s and 8s on this pallet stuff. I'll tell you what, some of these 8-foot logs, you get some of these bigger ones, they're hard to handle. Let's see if we can squeak in there and get that.